Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Nevada's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Mancuso. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the nick.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Takes the easy one to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. From the 1, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
There he goes to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Really nice look. There, and when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Back to throw, it's Nunez. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
He's got his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Gets it out fast. Lowers those pads. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They try to get it outside on the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big play. Touchdowns and all that stuff. But putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quick strike complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On the move, it's Mancuso. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Nevada going quickly.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the 1st quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
Not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Nevada will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. From the gun, the ground game. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Handoff to the single back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Dumps it to the back. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Comes out throwing on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the connection. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on second down. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the...
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Discards a man. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking to go up top on first down. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Nevada going quickly. They're going back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Getting some heat. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the...
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach says you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Nunez. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
how do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you can tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Winston. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
To the air. It's Nunez. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Got room at the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Nevada.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room, They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a...
They will score! Touchdown, Nevada! The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got time. They've got the lead. And David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Nunez. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Just about set for the second half kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They keep it on the ground to open the third. At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Nevada going quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Mancuso. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The pitch. He's past the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
The give to the tailback. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
On the
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Sometimes we ask coaches. Adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And on second down for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fakes the grab to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the run, it's Mancuso. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Mancuso. Makes the catch and knocked down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Washington, 42. Nevada, 28.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. Takes a handoff. It's Mancuso. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Nevada going quickly.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The play-action fake. Got his man on the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Nevada! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The option look. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. 42. Running back searching for a hole. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try it over the left side. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got a touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third downs.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Washington, 56.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Nevada going quickly.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw for it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Ripping through the defense. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. The running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Cut. Pound 55.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming out with it, it's Fry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. This is what you're